you, Chairperson, and greetings to the Deputy Minister and all the leaders that are here. On the section of human resources, I was expecting to judge performance on an employment equity plan. I was expecting to see the employment equity plan and then compare that with actuals. But I see there's just a mentioning of the amount of positions filled and the target. So seeing in the absence of that, out of the 454 posts filled, how many of those are colored? Thank you, Chair.
Employment equity will ask Acting DDG, Corporate Services, Ms. Mahlangu.
Thank you, DG. Good afternoon, Chairperson, and good afternoon to the members of the Portfolio Committee. In terms of the employment equity, as it was in the report, the question was to outline how many colors are in the employee of the department. We do have 7 males across the numbers and 5 females in the department who are colored. That was a question, Chair. Thank you, DG.
Let's note that, but the statement in the question is bigger than the answer. So you'll comment on it, DM.
It's a much more demanding question on our side. And I suppose not only as COGTA alone, the entirety of the Public Service Administration has got to be able to give a clear understanding on how we have been handling these matters in relation to the constitutional values and as well as the principles as we move forward. Because I'm quite certain that to a larger extent, there is a disconnect between how administratively certain things were done if we were to give a much more clear levels of accountability. And I wouldn't want to take a shortcut of just talking about numbers, because those numbers, as Mama Mahlangu was saying, they are a reflection most probably of the inability to, at the particular point in time, have been able to interpret these constitutional injunctions quite honestly. In relation to the non-racialism part of this value in the Constitution, I think there is a serious issue that we've got to look at going forward as we take decisions on the selection and employment. What is the non-racial character of the decisions that we are making at a particular point in time and on a continuous basis, not only as COGTA, but the entirety of government, so that we can be able to live up to the founding values of our democratic state and the extent to which Section 195 is actually, it gives expression to the decisions administratively that we are making, which I suppose at the moment, the answers will be totally different, and therefore we need to reignite the non-racial consciousness in the Public Service Administration as we move forward with regard to selection and employment, so that it does not just become matters of whether there are 3 there, there are 2 there, or the value as in itself. How do we bring it back into the life of the Public Service and Administration? And for me, Chair, I think that is where the point, as it was raised by the Honourable Member, is, and through your leadership, and most probably as well through the Department of Public Service and Administration, we may have to bring these matters back into the systems of government. So it's a matter that as we go back to the department, we will have to, together with MECs from other provinces, begin to say from our sector, this is how we think we should be able to contribute towards seriously living up to these values as they are enshrined in the overarching law of the Democratic Republic of South Africa as we move forward into the future. I think shortly, Chair, those are the points that I just thought I need to comment on.
You've dealt with the issue, because I was saying the numbers don't answer the question. This is the issue, the consciousness of the department around the question of representativity. It's an issue that will always have to be raised, because firstly, on where we sit, we have to look at that as part of the constituencies we come from, but also from the point of view that we have to always probe the department's consciousness on implementing this. And I think the point is valid from that point of view.